Welcome back to yet another video. I am still traveling, so a lot of these videos are going to be off the phone. Here in California, I guess it would be Venice Beach and Marina del Rey, kind of on the border here. This is where I've been staying. Coming out of the beach every morning, doing some thinking. When you're on a motorcycle for weeks at a time, you think. Thank God for crypto and DeFi, that freedom and trips like this are possible. On the YouTube channel, I posted a video about a project that I personally didn't like, and I called it a gamble play. And in the video, I said a lot of people are treating this crypto DeFi game as gamblers, not investors. This is the big difference. It's a subtle difference, but it's a big difference. And then I had some comments, some questions, and on Twitter as well, saying, what's the difference? And I believe these questions were genuine. Because it can sort of kind of feel like the same thing. You're taking on a level of risk in order to hopefully, and it is hoping, make a future return. Nothing is for certain. And so there's an element of hope. There's an element of, hoping for a brighter future. I think we're always investing in our life, and returns aren't always guaranteed in anything we do. But in my mind, there's a difference between gambling and investing. And again, I think most people in this space are gamblers, and gamblers will typically lose. If you gamble for long enough, you'll lose more than you win. Gambling is void of strategy. Gambling is getting into every play, every project because someone told you to, every coin, every token, just because someone told you to. Gambling is not being able to calculate the risk. Not being able to chart it out, plot it out, saying, okay, this is the risk I'm taking. This is the gain I'm hoping to make. And is that risk reward worth it? Gambling is waking up every morning and running to your computer, hoping that something didn't die, hoping you didn't lose your money, hoping you made some money. Without any rhyme or reason, you feel like you are just drifting in the wind down the river, and you have no control. You have no conviction to your picks because you're listening to other people. And you just have no grounded. This is the big thing we do with members, our fast track program. I just love this stuff because this is what I do. And I've become very good at it. And then I just share it with others like I'm doing here as well. Investing is very different. Investing is, okay, this is the risk I'm taking. This is the reward I'm hoping to make, and making a decision, yes or no. Investing, in my mind, you'll be saying no to 80% of projects. You don't say yes to everything. That's gambling. You'll be saying no to most things that come across your table, across your plate. Investing is having some foundation as to what projects you like to invest in, why you want to invest in them, when you want to get out of it, what is your number in terms of return, in terms of how much you've made. People make a ton of money. I saw this happen with a few projects. People made a ton of money and they stayed in it because they were hoping to make a little bit more. They went from investors to gamblers very quick. Gambling is typically very short term. I hope it works out today, right now. Very short term. Investing is typically longer term. And again, a year in crypto is like a decade in regular finance. So be aware of that. We're not talking a decade because who knows what will happen in a decade. But if we're not thinking a year or two out, you're gambling, not investing. And you'll lose. We gotta take a strategic approach. Gambling is like desperation. Investing to me is more patience, is working through inspiration, is having a vision for your future, and strategically diversifying, strategically hedging against the risk, strategically making decisions, strategically building a portfolio, which in the crypto DeFi world for us, that's our passive income portfolio. Let me know if any of this is landing, by the way. Leave a comment. It's our passive income portfolio. And then our bull run portfolio, or we just call it our long-term wealth portfolio. And a lot of our passive income portfolio, the cash flow from that builds, oh, there's some cool surfing lessons going on. Our passive income portfolio builds our long-term wealth portfolios. That's investing. It's when I ask you, why did you put money into these things? You know the answer. You're like, because of this and this and this, and this is the plan. Okay, you're an investor now. Why did you get into that project? Oh, because I make 2% per day and I'm hoping to make a ton of money. You're a gambler. Again, there's a part of me that gets upset in a good way of wanting to educate people. That's why we run CryptoLabs Research, because there is so much potential. And I get upset for people because you don't have to be super smart. You don't have to be intelligent. You just have to slow down and just think about it. Put in a little bit of work into your education. But then there's another part of me that is like, well, that's why we win so often, because so many people are gambling. And there's an element, not always, but there's going to be an element of winners and losers in this game. And it is a game. And for those who aren't educated, aren't taking a strategic approach, aren't joining community, aren't getting around people, aren't expanding their mindsets, aren't working on themselves, their mental state, their spiritual state, which I think is super important to be a very good investor. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video because I got a lot on my mind for that. I'm kind of building a presentation. I get to kind of talk about a really cool, at a kind of a crypto event here. And I've been building a presentation and it's actually about that. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll share it here. Let me know if you want to hear my spiritual, or if you don't like the word spiritual, you're energetic. And it borders on the line of the psychological. It's kind of a mix of both, but just energetically, your vehicle. You are the vehicle. And if you're a Corolla trying to go at Porsche speeds or Ferrari speeds, you're not going to get there. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And you're going to beat your head against the wall saying, I know all this, but it's not happening. Why is it happening for other people? Because they're different people than you. Or they're different people than me when they're light years ahead. And the work is in the becoming, not the doing. Human being, not human doing. The doing comes naturally from the being. And if we can upgrade ourselves, then the doing becomes fairly natural. Becomes a part of who we are because we are being. I'll do a video on that. But anywho, invest, don't gamble. We've got our degen plays. I always tell people, if you have the gambler, the gambler gene, and you just got to get out of your system, fine. Put a small percentage of your portfolio in the gamble plays, in the degen plays, in the this could disappear tomorrow, and treat it for what it is. It's a gamble. Don't think you're going to get rich from it. All you hear about is the 2 or 3 people who made millions off meme coins, and guess what? Everyone else, not millions of dollars, came from the pockets of other people. Don't get it twisted. And so I typically don't like those kind of plays because it's a zero-sum game to the extreme. We can all win. We can all win together. And the less gambling we do, the more investing we do, the more projects with solid fundamentals, solid foundations, then the better we'll all do. And that's that. I hope that helps. If it did, like this video, subscribe to this channel, CryptoLabs Research. We are upping the level of quality of projects we talk about on this YouTube channel because I think people get it twisted. In our crypto communities, we have a lot of degen plays. We've got a lot of gamble plays. If you apply strategy and you get in, get out, and you got a 2% per day play and you're in it for 14 days, you can make some wicked money. That's a 30% gain on your portfolio. But when I share those kind of videos on YouTube, the bar for sharing any kind of project on YouTube is going to be extremely high. There's a ton of other YouTubers who just go on all the websites and share every new project that comes out, share the referral links. We're not going to be doing that anymore. So you can check out their channels for that. But if you want actual education, strategy, fundamentals, foundations, you want to see success and you want to see it for the long term, that's what this YouTube channel is going to be for. So do subscribe if you find you're looking for something, a little breath of fresh air. I'm going to finish my walk. And I'll see some of y'all in Ohio. I'm really excited for that. I leave tomorrow. By the time this video is published, I'm probably already there. But I leave tomorrow. And I'll be seeing some of you. And we'll be holding more in-person events moving forward. Probably one in Miami in September, October. Would love to meet you there. If investing and winning this game and building a better future is something you desire. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Check out some other videos. I'll put them up here and here. And here and here. And if I can help or serve in any way, hit me up in the comments. And with that said, we'll talk soon. Peace.